They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They got a huge boost in their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Dante Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll go play action with Moore. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. The Ducks in the hurry up. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. It's a draw. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Marshall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Makes the grab in their space. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Marshall. Got a little grass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the draw. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Just feeds the running back. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
Complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Underwood makes a catch. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With the draw, it's Hill. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries, too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long.
Turning it on. Smashes ahead. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. The ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they'll run the draw. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give, it's Marshall. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safety.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Throwing more. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball.
Scrimmage, just a catastrophic play there.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Moore. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. In the gun on third down. Moore going deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 20 team, the Boston College Eagles.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
And it's the Fighting Irish who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They continue to run roughshod over the opposition. They're now 9-1 on the season.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Underwood to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. There's a little room there. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race
right down the boulevard. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll bring it out. Drills him with the stiff arm. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dante Moore. Got a man. It's Hill. Looking for room at the 40. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll try to pop the draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throwing, Underwood. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here's Underwood. Rushes on him. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory.
There's some room.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented and he'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Handoff to the single running back. Snowed under by the defense.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The RPO, it's complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pulls and fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes it past the marker. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the move, it's Marshall. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Maybe a creep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. More play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Delayed handoff. It's Hill. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And down he goes back at the 3.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Unloaded just as he throws.